manifest anything and everything I think of. I just have to think about it. And I know it's done. The reason is because there is no doubt attached to that. Will it happen? Am I capable? Is it going to be possible? How is it going to be possible? Who cares? Why do you need to know all those answers? Right. Major chakras are here. You know, right? 7 chakras which everybody knows about. There's also another chakra which is called the Vasundhara chakra, which is below the earth. That's the astral chakra. Astral chakra is the first chakra which gets cut off just when you know you're going to die.
Post-COVID, I guess, realization of what life is and how am I going to lead a life. I think there is a paradigm shift in the way people are making choices in terms of where they're giving their time, where they're spending their monies, and how they think the power of now is so big because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning.
Something you watch on television, some murder, some heartbreaking tragedy, some movie you watch, some fight scene, something repulsive. Everything has got stuck in that aura of yours. What do? So we have machines which scan your aura. No AI, no engineering, no nothing. They are proper machines built with frequencies. There was one real life example like that. This lady couldn't really sleep at all on her bed. Every night she would sleep on her bed, she would be tossing and turning and tossing and turning, and things were like so bad. And when they actually went and scanned her place, there was geostress right under her bed. That's the reason she couldn't sleep. They just moved the bed to another place and she slept like a baby.
Today on Just Curious, it is RJ Patpat Pataki Shruti like Bangalore knows, but to rest of India, hey, she is a holistic healer and a curious human being who's going to help us understand a big umbrella which is called the holistic healing, which helps us understand crystals, Reiki, gem therapy, switch words, EFT and a lot of things.
And lots of stuff, yeah.
Before I get into or start digging much into what these things can do to us and our life. Firstly, Shruti, welcome to Just Curious. Howdy.
Thank you for having me, Rashmi. It means a lot. See, knowing each other, being friends, being colleagues, that's one, okay? Inviting somebody onto your show means that person means something to you. So thank you for having me. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and I'm grateful.
The respect is always mutual. In fact, I think for our audience, the emotion is stemming from the place where, we are colleagues first at Big FM and we've been working together for probably...
Do not go to the years!
Big FM in Bangalore launched in 2006, but I think you joined Big FM Bangalore in 2008, right?
Yeah,
so it's pretty much...
More than a decade.
Right.
People often ask us, saying that, RJs, are you really good with each other? Yeah, we are. We are good with each other. Not just our station. In general, we are good with everybody.
I think personally for me, we sail through different phases of life with different emotions,
Absolutely.
with different fires and with different expectation and understanding of people, the world, and most importantly, ourselves.
Yes.
I think this phase of life wherein, when I introspect, I feel, it's always how I look at the world and not how the world looks at me.
You're right. We grow and glow. That's what we say.
Absolutely. So I think with this background that we share, and here we are, two people trying to explore everything that one can help each other with through the lens of Just Curious now, which is a English podcast. So firstly, Shruti, so to the world, holistic healing, there are only few words like, Reiki or pranic healing or of late switch words. These are some buzzwords which people are accidentally stumbling upon and eventually they want to see what works for them because everybody in life, they're looking for some shortcuts so that some miracle has to happen or they have to do something with their life. So since you have been in this journey, it's quite interesting for me to even accept the fact that, you were a talent.
I'm in this journey.
You were a talent and I always knew that, you were into angels and then slightly or vaguely that I remember these few things or you were always into exploring things of the mystic world. But here you are who has done it effectively for the past few years. So firstly, I would like to understand your learnings in this holistic healing as to what all does holistic healing actually cover?
It's like asking what comes under the sky.
Wow.
So holistic healing is a huge, broad spectrum by itself. A lot of things come under healing. Like we discussed, crystal art, crystal therapy is healing. Even sound therapy is healing. For a lot of people, listening to your voice is healing. If you take off, it depresses them. It dejects them. They feel something is not going right in their lives because you're a part of their everyday routine. You are healing. So when it comes to healing, we have EFT, which is a tapping methodology. That is healing. Then we have gem therapy, which is healing. We have even things like, mantras, which we've been chanting every single day. Vedic mantras, they are healing. So there are so many ways a person can heal themselves, but we also say that healing is a choice. It's a personal journey. Like, you cannot go to somebody and say,
Why don't you
heal that
start this?
person.
Oh, okay.
You can't heal anybody. Nobody has the power to heal somebody else unless you decide to heal yourself.
So basically, what you're trying to say is, till the time you open the door, nobody can come inside.
It's impossible. So if the day I decide I need to heal, that's when the healing begins. And then you start picking on things which actually resonate with you. Not everything resonates with everybody,
Example?
For some, switches might work like magic. And for some, there's something called a Bach flower remedy. That might work like magic. For some, just listening to frequencies, 5 to 8 hertz is the frequency of love. It's the highest frequency ever you can vibrate on. Just listening to that frequency every day will make you feel good. It heals you from within. It heals your DNA. So that's how healing has a lot of branches. How do you want to get healed is the second part of it. Do you want to get healed?
Is
That's
the first part of it. So, understanding the foundation of healing, one is innate calling, like one would call, like you would want to experiment with few things. There could be certain triggers for it, life happenings and all of that. And next thing comes the kind of tools that you're going to use to heal yourself, which
Absolutely.
is the others, which will come to. But this is understanding from the human side. Like, people often talk about, you have to vibrate at a particular frequency and all of that. Could you help us understand what does it mean when
Okay,
there is a
great.
frequency?
I love this question, by the way.
Thank you.
A lot of people, say, I can't manifest anything. What do you mean by, vibrate at the frequency of love? It's not like you can just take a thermometer or a temperature, set the, vibration and go up, right? Doesn't work like that. How do you actually vibrate? First of all, you need to understand what are high vibrations and what are low vibrations. Anything which is like anger, jealousy, hatred, all of those are low vibrations. Anything which is like appreciation, adulation, love, happiness, joy, they're all higher vibrations.
Giving.
Yeah. So generally what happens, no human being can say that, I only vibrate on higher levels, dude. It's not possible. We are humans. There are moments in a day when you vibrate on the lowest of the lowest level, even without your own knowledge. And there are days when you're going to be vibrating somewhere there up in the sky. So how do you always keep your vibration high is by shifting that thought. The moment you feel, I'm not good enough, something is not working well, I don't know why that guy got the promotion, why didn't I get it? We have these thoughts, right? The moment you feel that thought, you shift it to something else which is happy. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food?
Palak paneer.
Absolutely.
Momo.
How do you feel when somebody says, Rashmi, I want to give you palak paneer?
Or there's a smile on my face. There's something that's happening in my brain.
Yeah, even if you're not eating it, just the thought of palak paneer has made you vibrate on a different level now.
On a level which is positive.
Absolutely. It's just that small shift. It's a domino effect. See, I'll tell you how our mind works. Okay? Assume the universe to be Google. You put a search word on Google.
Oh, wow.
You say palak paneer. Google gives you the recipe of palak paneer. It'll tell you which stores sell palak paneer. It'll also show you the restaurants, the deals and discounts about palak paneer. You'll also have news about how palak is not really healthy because there's so much of, pesticides in it. You'll get all kind of data about that one keyword palak paneer, right?
Wow.
Similarly, you throw a keyword to the universe, which is like, I'm upset, I'm dejected. Okay, so you're dejected. So you want people who are dejected in your life. Done. So you want situations which are dejected in your life. Done. So you want to feel even more dejected. Done. Universe just gives you everything that matches your vibration.
Crazy.
If somebody wants to watch Rashmi, they will have to go to YouTube and check Just Curious with Rapid Rashmi. Only then they can find you. How do you find the universe? You tune into the frequency of the universe. How do I find Rashmi? On Just Curious. How do you find the universe? Tune into the frequency of the universe. How do you tune into the frequency of the universe? Ask for only what you want. Don't ask for what you don't want. I don't want to get stuck in a traffic jam. Yeah, dude, I don't understand that. You say traffic jam. Fine, I give you traffic jam. Take it. That's how the universe works. It's a paradigm shift. I don't want it. Half the people who say, I don't want to put on weight, they end up putting on weight.
Because the universe is only listening to put on weight.
Yes. Also people who say, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. They don't end up losing weight. You know why? Because the focus is on weight. I want to be fit. I want to be slim. I want to be healthy. That's a paradigm shift. You shift from the negative state of mind into a positive state of mind. I don't want to be late. I want to be on time. So this takes time. I'm not going to say that it's going to happen overnight. We train our brain to think like this. It takes time. But the moment you start replacing every single negative sentence into positive sentence, everything works. People ask me, how do you end up manifesting everything? Touch wood. Yeah, I don't think this is wood. I manifest anything and everything I think of.
Yeah.
I just have to think about it. And I know it's done. The reason is because there is no doubt attached to that. Will it happen?
No fear.
Am I capable? Is it going to be possible? How is it going to be possible? Who cares? Why do you need to know all those answers? You want ice cream? You think about how you're going to get that ice cream. Just go to the store and pick up ice cream. Don't think about, oh my God, if I want ice cream, should I actually eat it? If I eat it, will I get a sore throat? If I get a sore throat, will it cause me bronchitis? Where are you going? Think about the ice cream. That's it.
So I think this is what even manifests the book written by Roxy Nafuzi. She spoke about it wherein she said, if you want to be something, one, behave like that. Multiple steps which had 7 things that she mentioned, out of one which spoke about how fear and doubt kills most of it.
When we talk about fear, we are actually not scared. Tell me something. When people say I'm scared of the dark, are they really scared of the dark? They're not. They're scared about what happens to them in the dark. It's not the dark that is fearsome. If I put you in a dark room, you're actually not scared of the dark. You're scared that somebody will touch you from behind. You're scared that somebody will push you from behind.
Right.
You're scared that you might see something you don't want to see. So you're not actually scared of what you think you're scared of. Mm-hmm. I'm scared of water. No, you're not scared of water. You're scared you'll drown in the water. You're scared that you may not be able to swim in the water.
So it's always what that particular situation will lead me into that scares me.
So that what is going to lead me into is an assumption. It's not the truth. So technically speaking, people talk about the law of attraction, right? It's not the law of attraction which gives you what you want. It's the law of assumption which gives you what you want. So if you understand the law of assumption, you automatically attract what you want. I assume that I'm going to get choked in the swimming pool. So the moment you throw me in the water, I start hyperventilating. Not because I'm scared. It's because it's stuck in my head. I'm assuming already this is going to happen to me, and it happens to me. And then later on I come out and say, see, I told you I'm going to drown. No, it's not.
Assumptions are manifested.
Yes, it's your assumption which always gets manifested. Assume Shruti doesn't like you. Assume. How is your body language going to be? You'll be an entirely different person with me. Why? Because in your mind, your assumption is, she doesn't like me. So you're going to be a little more cold. You won't be this way. You won't be open and warm and happy and laughing and smiling.
With that foundation, you will start building the whole building in which you are going to sit.
Yes. So when I see you, I say, she's giving me cold vibes. I'm also going to be cold with her. I don't have to be nice to her. But actually, where did this all stem from? Does Shruti not like you? No, that's not true.
All assumptions.
It was your assumption. Your assumption gave me the body language. I read into the body language and I behaved accordingly to you. So we both were on the wrong pages. So one assumption can screw up the whole picture. So if you assume she likes me, I'll see that vibration in you. And I'll automatically say, I like her. There's something about her. There's something about this girl. I like her. That's it. And we hit it off like this. Same thing. You're driving a car. You assume you'll hit that guy. You will hit that guy. You assume you're going to be late. You will be late. You assume you're going to put on weight if you eat chocolates. You will 155% put on weight. Because your assumption works directly and you attract what you assume. Bottom line. So start assuming good things, people.
Wow, no wonder now we have to tie it to a famous movie line which said all is well. Three Idiots. I mean, I think
Yeah.
we see tidbits of these things which is happening
Everywhere, right?
everywhere randomly, and all that you need is a lens, right lens to connect, saying, hey, every time there's these things have been around all the while. Just that you have to put it in a channelize
Yeah.
it properly
Yeah.
and start understanding and applying. So I think you've touched too many layers here, wherein I have hundreds of questions here. But before which, we were trying to understand the foundation of how humans vibrate, and low vibration and high vibration, the emotions leading into it, and that further branching out into manifestation.
See, I didn't say it. There's a very famous saying which says energy is the currency of the universe, right? So if I go to a store and I pay him $100, I buy a product for the $100 from the store. Similarly, I am investing my energy into buying an experience. Today I'm sitting and just curious. Now this is an experience I'm buying with my energy. So I ask myself, do I really want to give my energy to this show? Is it what I really want? Do I want to buy this experience? And then you say, yes, it's worth it. I want this experience. And that's why you're giving your energy. So that's how it is. When you meet people, sometimes you don't know why you don't like them. There is no reason at all. You don't even know them. Dude, I don't even know you and you don't like me. Why? Because our energies don't match. There is an immediate exchange of energy and they're like, no, this person, something's not okay. So even before you reject a person, your energy rejects a person. You know that? So every time you ask yourself, do I want to give my energy to this experience? Answer is yes or answer is no. As simple as that. Spend your energy very, very carefully with the people who really value that energy, because that energy is very precious. Once you buy an experience you do not want with the currency of energy, it's not going to go away for a long, long, long time. It goes into the conscious, goes into the subconscious, goes into the superconscious and stays there.
And physical memories attached to it.
Absolutely. It manifests into different forms in your body. It becomes diseases. It becomes something else altogether if you don't cleanse it out of your system. But for you to cleanse it out of your system, how do you even know it's there? You don't. So, you first give your energy only to the things which deserve your energy.
Thanks for giving that metaphor as to how energies are currencies. And because today I think post-COVID, I guess, realization of what life is and how am I going to lead a life. I think there is a paradigm shift in the way people are making choices in terms of where they're giving their time, where they're spending their monies, and how they think the power of now is so big because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning.
I'm a prime example. People say, what are your future plans? I'm like, future as in this minute? They're like, huh? What? I'm like, yeah, the minute is gone. We're already in the future. This is my future. Oh gosh.
Nice. I mean, it's so nice to see how the time changes us, and it gives us different language to probably learn and to lead a life further with. Having said that, see, we speak about energies, right? Firstly, most of them don't know how to read energies. I mean, let's try and help people as to how to read energies, because they have their life, they have their desires, they have to read themselves, with which they're trying to read who's coming in front of me.
So one simple thing is, how do you know you like something or you don't like something? Okay? You go to a store and you pick a dress. The moment you see a dress, you're like, oh my God, I love this color. And you want to buy it. The same time, there'll be another dress, probably prettier. But you don't want it. Why? Because your energy is not matching. You're not able to get that vibe from that particular object or dress. Every single thing in this studio today matches with your energy. If I come and keep something here, you probably will say, beta, take it away. Keep it somewhere else. Only if you feel that it matches with your energy, it's going to sustain in the place which you call home or office or whatever it is, or your car or whatever. So, even with people, it's the same thing. Your first intuitive feeling of when you see a person, that feeling you get is always true. And then we kind of justify everything and we say, oh, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe that's not true. Maybe this is it. What I'm trying to say is, don't judge a person, but listen to your own self. You already know the answer even before it's out there. So If you meet somebody new and if you feel like, I don't know, there's something about this girl, you're right about it. That person can be a con artist. That person may probably tomorrow cheat you. That's not the point. That's the tomorrow story. This moment, this time, the energy matches. That's important. The other thing is, when it comes to energy, you need to understand that the other person is also seeing the same things you're seeing. As in what you are doing, even that person is doing. You understand?
My question, for example, let's say, okay, I see you and I'm liking you. So for the other person, is it also the same emotion that he's reading, he or she's reading?
Most of the time it happens like that. Yes. We are always mirror images. We mirror each other's feelings most often and we don't realize it. But we have so many layers over layers over layers, and somebody told you something about someone and you want to believe something about somebody, and then you have that in your mind saying that when you meet that person, you have all the other opinions and judgments, in the background, that you're not seeing what's in the foreground. So you need to go with your gut feeling, your instinct. The moment you see somebody, the easiest way to understand energy is that the moment you feel somebody, when you feel, I don't know, she's pretty, she's nice. We don't give these kind of compliments often. The first thing we do is, I don't know, she could have worn a better color, that would have suited her better.
Even if something is nice, I think of late we've developed that to turn it into envy. Like, oh, I can do better than that.
You don't want to give that compliment and you feel weird talking to somebody you don't know. You will never go across the road and say, oh my God, you're so pretty to somebody. Because you might feel that person's going to get creeped out thinking about, why am I even saying something like that to them? But that's not the point. You don't have to go say it to them. If you feel somebody's pretty, that's it. The energy matches.
Do it for yourself.
Yes, do it for yourself. Start reading into energies for yourself, not for somebody else.
So now, with this being the foundation of how to read the energy, let's say now at times we are put in places wherein there are multiple energies. Some are pleasant, some are not. So how do I protect myself from an unpleasant room filled with multiple energies?
We often give handshakes to people. So we often meet people and we give them a handshake. This is how we shake hands with somebody. You say, hi, how are you doing? What's up? Howdy. The moment you know that energy is not matching, something is not right, that person's a vampire. When we say vampire, it doesn't mean that they have extra additional teeth and they're going to bite into your neck. Please do not mistake me. There are energy vampires. Energy vampires are people who come into a room with you and they can suck out your energy like this with a straw. And the moment you meet them, you're like so tired, you're so tired. You need to hold stuff and walk around. You don't know why. And that's because
you feel that when you meet certain energies wherein you feel very tired after a point.
Yeah, it's not because they are bad. Do not get that idea. It's because you have that vibration which that person so badly needed. So you met them and you passed on that energy to them and they sucked it all out of you. So they're like happy and la 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 right now. And you're like down in the dumps. So whenever you want to protect your energy with people, whenever you shake hands, you shake both your hands. It's like here. Okay. So I give you a handshake. I say, it was great meeting you. And I take back my energy.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's the simplest way of not having your energy leaked. Do this all the time. Whenever you meet people you're not comfortable with, you're not sure of, and see, for the other person, it makes them, not after the show obviously, people will get to know, sorry about that, but for the other person, at least until now, what they felt was that, oh my God, there's so much of respect, it's so sweet, because when you say both your hands, when you do that, it feels more humble, right? When somebody says, hi, it was so nice meeting you, it's such a lovely time I had with you. It's a very humbling experience. But they don't know that you're like, hello, excuse me, give me back my energy, please. I want to take it back home. I don't want to give it to you.
Right.
That's what's happening. So when you meet a lot of people, carry salt with you. Carry cardamom with you. One cardamom can ward off all kind of negativities. It's fabulous. One cardamom and a pinch of salt, rock salt we say, just carry that with you. Let it be on your body. In your pocket. You're safe. But if you really need to talk to somebody and shake hands, use both your hands.
I have to turn this towards our ancient wisdom wherein Indians as we Indians, we have a way of just
saying namaskara.
namaskara, wherein we are not even transferring energy, but we are still respecting the energy in the front.
You know, the beauty is when it comes to our hands, right? All the minor chakras over here.
Right.
Major chakras are here. You know, right? 7 chakras which everybody knows about. There's also another chakra which is called the Vasundhara chakra, which is below the earth. That's the astral chakra. Astral chakra is the first chakra which gets cut off just when you know you're going to die. Okay, let's not get into that. We need to live a long, long time now. We're too young to die right now. Okay.
Okay.
So the thing is, all your minor chakras are here in the palms of your hand. Okay. Your right hand is always the hand which is giving energy. And your left hand is always the hand which is receiving energy. So, when you are wearing beads, like you're wearing beads on your left, which means whatever you are asking for, you're receiving it. I'm wearing it on my right because I choose to give. That's a choice. Not everybody has to be a giver. Not everybody has to be a receiver. You know, I'm going to wear an aventurine on my left because, dude, I need money. I want the money to come to me. But if I'm wearing an aventurine on my right, it's because I'm going to meet people and I want them to be able to get the money too. So that's the whole point. So your right is always the giving hand when it comes to energies and your left is always the receiving hand. So the thing about I picked that pen in my left hand and I lost it, left is unlucky is not true. Take it in your left. See how much more you will get.
Oh, so left is always a hand of receiving.
Yes.
Right is
always
a
giving.
hand of
So
giving.
whenever you give something, when you give it in the right, you're passing it on to somebody else. It goes, you know. Whenever you want to receive more of something, you always take it with your left.
Out of curiosity, I'm sure because I've seen you STEM as an RJ, that always gives you exposure to so many external affairs, things that you always have to keep yourself updated to. Is that how you also stumbled into these theories? And I mean, what was your initial days like? How did you understand these things? How did you start believing in these things?
I used to see spirits.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the first time I told my parents about it, they said, yeah, right, sure. Yeah. You're a good storyteller. You should get into movies. Yeah, that's what my parents told me.
Yeah.
That I should get into movies. I would say, no, mama. I'm telling you. There's this grandmother over here. She's like, yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Mother, this was something, this happened while you were a kid or in your teenage?
No. While I was young. So I could see them for like, they're my friends. I love them. I could see them like all the time, 24/7. And that is when, at a very crucial point in my life, I mean, I never took it seriously though. I could see them and I couldn't do anything about it because I did not know how to channelize my energy to be able to help them. That's very important. So the people who call themselves mediums in today's life and world, right? They are really true. Really, mediums do exist.
What do you mean by medium?
Mediums are the people who can communicate with a soul or a spirit. And mediums are somebody who can actually, they become a medium of, helping them resolve what is keeping them here and then sending them over to the afterlife. So
far there are spirits, there are humans. In between, some humans who tend to manage to see spirits and are able to channelize their energy to help them are called mediums.
Mediums, absolutely. Mediums do a wonderful job and a big shout out to all the mediums in the world. I mean,
to this we have, I don't know the right word in English. In Hindi they call tantrics and...
Not really. It's not tantra.
Is that
It's not
true?
tantra. See, every human being is capable of elevating to that level. Why don't we elevate? Because we are busy in our own lives. We are busy
We're
making
distracted.
money. Yeah, we're distracted. We are busy with the share market. We are busy with watching series on OTT. We're just busy with all the things we want to be busy with. There are times when you actually keep yourself away from everything and say, no, I want to build upon this skill. Now, let me tell you, everybody has a third eye. Everybody has these intuitive qualities within them. But you need to build upon that skill. People who choose to build upon it, they work towards it and they get into it so deeply that they start living that life. You and me are no different. What you've chosen and what I have chosen, that's it. That's the only difference. Tomorrow if you decide, you wake up and say, I'm going to lucid dream. Yeah, I'm going to do it. You will do it. You will lucid dream. You will go into astral space. It's not like, it's not rocket science. It's not a supernatural ability. Every human being has the ability to be able to do that. But they don't choose to do that. And there are mediums who have done it, who are like in a different level altogether because of the years and years and years of practice and whatnot, dedication, right? Like even the people we call sadhu and sant and all of that, they're dedicated souls. They have literally given their life to doing what they want to do. See, we really can't do that. Somebody asks me and says, Shruti, do you want to give up on everything in your life and you want to just do what you're doing? My answer will be no. I want to live a good, luxurious life. I'm going to think of all the happening top-notch brands. I can't take the brand names. I'm sorry about that. No. I'm here. I'm born with a purpose. I'm going to fulfill my purpose. But at the same time, I'm going to live a good life, eat good food, have good fun. I'm going to do all of that.
Because that's what your soul is asking right now.
I want to do that.
It's a combination of everything that you want. So
there is this thing about the job you do, the passion you have, and your calling. The three different things altogether. The job you do is a job you do, which pays your bills. Your passion is what fuels your life, which keeps you going. And your calling is something which is your higher purpose. If your job, your passion, and your calling is the same thing, then wow, that's awesome. If you have a different job, a different passion, and a different calling, then wow, that's also amazing. So, how many of you have actually figured that out? That, okay, this is my job, this is my passion, and this is my calling. You need to figure it out. Every soul has a purpose, and there is a completion of a cycle which has to happen. You need to fulfill that purpose. If you do not find out what your purpose was or is, then what is the point? I write my obituary almost every month, and people think that I must be crazy. I'm like,
what?
Yeah. I don't write my obituary because I like dying, okay? One fine day I'm going to be dead, I know that. I write my obituary just to understand what will be written over there. Okay, so in fond memory of RJ Pat Pat Padaki. Shruti, no, take off the RJ, please. Okay, in fond memory of Pat Pat Padaki. Shruti, no, take off the Pat Pat Padaki. I'm Shruti. Okay, in fond memory of Shruti. A loving daughter, okay? A loving wife, okay? Hello, what's my identity? I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a radio jockey. Okay, I made monies, I have a following on Instagram. No, all that said and done, who am I? I haven't found the answer, Rashmi. I'm still writing my obituary. I hope to write something really, really astounding one day and I say, that is her. Yes, that is her. Yeah, to a certain extent, I do know that my obituary will say, in fond memory of Shruti, who dedicated her entire body, eyes, nose, blood, hair, cell, uterus, whatever, every single part of her body. She just gave it away so that maybe a deaf girl will probably start hearing, a blind guy will start seeing, maybe somebody who's mute will start speaking, somebody who's crippled will start walking. I don't know why it burns such a perfectly amazing good body. Take away my skin, take every single damn thing here and give it to somebody to live. I think I'd want to see that in my obituary. I want to live after I'm gone. Through people. And this was inspired by a poem called Remember Me When I'm Gone, which says exactly the same words. When I lie on a hospital bed with a white sheet covered upon the four corners of my body, do not cry for me. Give away my sight to the child who has never seen the raindrops on her window. This, oh my God, that touched my soul so much. And I said, yeah, this is how I want to be remembered. Oh my God. And if you ever really want to, remember me, do one kind thing, one good thing to somebody else. Bury my sins and even my ashes, throw it to the flowers. May they grow.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I think I like it. That's going to be a part of my obituary for sure. Feels good.
This suddenly just went so deep, which all started with how, we were talking about in...
Yeah, we were talking about spirits.
You saw spirits. No, it's fine. I mean, see, that's the beauty of conversations, right? It keeps opening you multiple branches out because you've traveled so far. Now you'd have to
come back.
Go back to to where it all started, of course,
Yeah.
with spirits and all of that. So, I mean, so what happened later?
Good thing is I found my mentor, you know. I had one mentor when I was young. His name is Singh Uncle. Singh Uncle lives in Atlanta, and Singh Uncle is an aura healer, by the way. I learned aura therapy from him. And I'll tell you more about aura therapy. That's beautiful. And then my second mentor is Deepa Rani Shekhar. And Deepa lives here in Bangalore in Rajarajeshwari Nagar. And I met Deepa in my dreams. Literally in my dreams. So the thing is, while I was doing my morning show, I happened to mention and I said, if there is a medium, please contact me. Because at that junction in my life, I was getting troubled. I was an open channel. Open channel is like any random spirit just can come into your life, you know. And you're like, there are moments. Imagine you're taking a shower and a spirit says hi.
This was while you were on your radio journey?
Yeah. So you do not want that kind of disruption of privacy. And also that you cannot even complain and say, listen, the spirit is watching me take a shower. Can you say that? You can't say that, right? So it was kind of getting really difficult for me to handle these things. And I said, oh, if there's a medium, please contact me. That's what I said on radio. So Deepa apparently heard that and she reached out to me on Instagram and she said, hi Shruti, I am a medium. You know, I would want to help you. But me being me, I won't say I'm cynical, but I don't like giving my numbers to everybody, okay? I don't know whether you're genuinely a medium or you're just telling me just because I asked for a medium, right? So then she said, can I have your number? And then I said, I don't have WhatsApp, which is like so lame. Who's going to believe something so stupid?
How many years ago was this?
I at least about 4 or 5 years ago, you know? Yeah. So, and then I said, I don't have WhatsApp. Deepa being Deepa, she's very sweet, okay? She's very grounded. And she was like, she didn't want to push me and say, no, I know you have WhatsApp, give me a number. She said, okay. She said, whatever your queries are, I will answer it via Instagram. That's it. That was all we had. That was the only conversation. I told Deepa saying that, listen, I'm looking for a medium because I'm not able to channelize my energies and it's become very difficult to handle these spirits and they're like annoying me. I need to do something about them. Okay, that was it. That night, I don't even know who Deepa is, okay? I have not seen her because she just reached out to me on Insta, and even Insta, she doesn't have she doesn't have a DP and all of that stuff. It's just her school or her holistic healing center's brand. That's it. That night when I was sleeping, I was sitting here in your place. Deepa was sitting, and there's this girl sitting onto my right, and I can only see one half of her face, okay? I can't see the other side of her face. And then I'm looking at Deepa and I'm like, who is she? I don't even know this girl. And I'm like trying to peek at her. I want to get a good look, you know, a good glimpse of who she is. Maybe I know her. Deepa says, don't. Don't see her face. The other half is completely burnt. She says, don't. You're not somebody who will be able to tolerate that. Don't see. That's all. Okay? And I just wake up. I'm like, what is this nonsense? What am I seeing? You know? And then I text her on Insta and say, hi Deepa. She said, yeah, I know. So this is what happened in the dream. And she completed the dream. And that's where it actually spooked me out. Okay? See, you seeing spirits is one. Somebody else seeing you in their dream is another.
And when you reach out, they telling that to you, I already know is another one.
And she completed the dream. She said what actually happened in the dream. I was like, what was I doing? She said, you weren't dreaming. Okay. I was lucid dreaming at that point of time. Okay. And then I see the lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know the face. Now, I go back and I say, can I get your number? Imagine, look at how tables have turned. When she asked me for the number, I say, I don't have WhatsApp. And now I'm asking her for her number. And then she says, sure. She gives me the number and I go to her WhatsApp, see the DP and I'm like, damn, this is a woman I saw last night in my dreams. That's how I met my mentor. And then Deepa taught me how to channelize my energy as to how you can be good to the spirits and help them in the right way. So they're like, they're very well behaved, to be honest. They don't just come and disturb you like anybody else. Like you give me an appointment and say, Shruti, I need you to come at 4 o'clock in the evening, and I come to meet you at 4 o'clock in the evening, right? So you can give them appointments. Meet me at 4. Do not disturb me until then. They're cool. They come to you at 4 o'clock in the evening. And then you listen to them. Yes, please tell me, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Whom do you want to meet? Where do you want to go? Who is bothering you? What happened to you? Why are you still here in this plane? And then we have all our discussions with them.
I know it could sound as an absurd question right now. Please don't judge me. Do you see spirits in the room right now?
I wouldn't want to lie and say that there aren't any. See, okay, let me be honest with you. Every empty space is packed with them. They're there everywhere. It's just that you and me can't see it. It's like microorganisms, right? They're there. Can we see them? We can't. But if I put your carpet under the microscope, you'll freak out. Forget the carpet. If I put my stool under the microscope now, we'll freak out.
Why so? Because of the
because of the microorganisms. It's just we can't see them through our naked eyes.
So what you're saying is this human tool, the eyes has a capacity to certain beings only.
Yes.
Only some
who choose to see. Choice.
So I choose to see where.
Yes.
I think there was this guy called Nagakumar. This is the second time I'm bringing this conversation in the same day.
Really?
Yeah. So when he spoke about spirits, right? So I asked him, why is that only certain people can see ghosts? He said, they're all vibrating in certain frequency and you're also vibrating in a particular frequency, let's say sadness or something. So you both connect and that's how you both are visible to each other, is what he said.
Okay, I would want to... So what happens is, yes, like we spoke about vibrations, right? Only if I tune into a certain frequency, I'll be able to match that frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Wealth, poverty. I don't have money. You're not going to get there. You need to think and tune into the frequency of wealth.
Right, I have money.
I am rich.
That's what affirmations
that's what affirmations do. And there's a way of doing those affirmations also, by the way. So you think and then you say, I have money, money is mine, or whatever you want to say, you say, and you match to the level of the wealth frequency, and that's how you make money. Correct? Similarly, when you're vibrating on a very low frequency, you become a house, or rather, a channel for a spirit to enter you. They can come and live inside you. It's like an empty house. Imagine this studio. There is no lock, there is no key. There's just a door and a handle. You don't know about it. You're just there upstairs somewhere doing whatever you're doing. Somebody passes by and they just open the door and like, oh my God, this place is open and it's so nice, it's so warm, it's so beautiful, I want to stay here. And they end up staying here. You never get to know. Like that, we call them walk-ins. So these spirits walk into a person's body and they live in that person happily. They share your soul space. You understand?
And I don't even know about it?
No, you don't. Because they are not active spirits. They're passive spirits. Passive spirits are spirits who do not have a particular agenda. Like, I want to become rich. I want to live that life. I want to party. No. They just want a home. Your home. They're inside. They're happy. They're settled. You like palak paneer? I'm going to eat your palak paneer.
I'm scared, Shruti, now.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But active spirits are not like that. Active spirits are, I don't like palak paneer.
So they have a voice, they have an opinion, they have an agenda.
Active spirits want to live a life. Okay? Active spirits are, I want to eat butter chicken. You are a pure vegetarian. Suddenly one fine day you wake up and you're like, I want to eat butter chicken. And then you're like, people are like, what? Aren't you a vegetarian? You're like, yeah, but I don't know. Off late, I have this urge to try meat. And then you're like, it's progression, right? I mean, everybody's like...
I want to laugh right now. You know why?
You did that? You did that?
I did that. I think it was somewhere in Wayanad. And it was a 5-6, I think day was me and a couple of friends. And all these guys were chumma making fun of me. Oh, you're not eating meat. You eat your veggies, ye or not. I don't know what got into me. I was so angry. Then I said, what? You're making fun of me. Wait, let me eat and show. Pachak, one piece I held and then I ate off that crispy chicken or whatever, wings. So now you are telling this to me.
Alcohol is low vibration. Do you realize that? Because you're not you. It just hits rock bottom. Yeah, it's a possibility. Maybe you had a walk-in at that point of time who really craved for crispy chicken and you're like, hello, dude, let me eat it. And he ate it. That's it.
And I was eating meat for a while and then suddenly I decided, dude, I don't want to, I don't want this.
Yeah, so okay, so the walk-in has got bored. It just got out. It's really, you know?
Yeah, because when you gave that example, and I was like, bro, this has happened with me. What the hell is this?
Yeah. So
there could be a possibility.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And it's not something to be scared of, you know? So active and passive spirits are different. Active spirits, on the other hand, want to live your life. They want to overtake your life because they're the dominating one here. You become the submissive one. When your entire persona changes, you're completely a different human being altogether. And people are like, I mean, you know, most often we see that there's an active spirit residing and happily living that life.
Through another person's
Through
body.
another person. Yeah, absolutely. So meeting Deepa opened my eyes because it helped me to understand how to channelize my energy, not to let them get into me. So how Naga, right?
Naga Kumar.
Like how Naga Kumar said, partially it is right. So when you are vibrating on a low frequency, because the energy matches, they get to be inside you and live the life they want to live. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they leave. If your vibration is high, it's like a wall. Every time they come, they hit and they bounce back. I'm just giving you a graphic example for you to understand how it works. They can't get inside because it doesn't match. You got it? You're searching for Rashmi on some other station. You won't find her voice. You need to match the frequency. That's how it works here. But mediums are not people who by chance stumble upon spirit. Sometimes they do. They stumble upon by chance and then they build a life to heal and help them. They heal them and they help them and they send them on their outward journey, their after journey, you know. So mediums have to always vibrate on a high level. Otherwise, every time, imagine if 300 spirits come to you, you think you can actually survive that energy versus your energy, even though human energy is higher. But you think you can survive? You cannot. So at what level a medium needs to vibrate for them to be able to handle that energy, to let go of that spirit, to send them. After that, most mediums, if you see, they fall sick. They end up having a sore throat, a stomach ache, headache, fever, something, because it manifests in your body. You can see it. But it's a choice. They choose to heal. So it's not because they are low on vibrations. It's because that is their calling. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. So, in your life, then your job is RJing.
Yes.
Your passion, and I don't know, is calling you being a medium.
So, I actually wanted to be a doctor. And my dad told me that, no, Shruti, you do not have professional detachment. You would make the worst ever doctor in the universe. And I do not suggest that you waste money studying medical. Very precisely in my face. That's what my father told me. And I was like, I'm an empathetic human being. He said, yeah, you are. But the problem with you is if somebody says that they are sick and you'll be sitting and crying with them. You're not somebody who will be able to heal them. You're not going to be able to tell them that, no, this is the treatment which has to be done. You don't have that rationalism to be able to segregate these things, which is actually very true even till date. There are so many news bits and information I don't take. I said, don't tell me. My mom was like, Nelamangla Ali on that. I said, don't tell me anything which is going to disturb me because that disturbs me. I'm going to keep it in my head and those visuals will keep popping up and I'm going to suffer. Literally suffer. I mean it. I'll probably go through all that pain that person has gone through. I cannot hear anything like that. And then after so many years, I realized, okay, so that's why Papa said that you shouldn't become a doctor. Imagine, doctors go through this ordeal every single day. They need to be warm, kind, and yet curt. Right. Very difficult, right?
Stern.
I'm not cut out for that. But I wanted to do something wherein I could touch people, wherein I could make a difference. And I think radio just gave me that channel, It just gave me an opening to do what I wanted to do in a different way. So I get to do the same things I would have done probably if I was a doctor in a different way on the radio. So, yeah, my calling has always been being there for people. And radio
is one part of it.
Yes. My job ended up becoming my passion, which led to my calling. So for me, it's a 3-in-1 thing.
So now we backtrack your journey as to how you found the medium who helped you find the way to close the channel wherein you were an open channel.
So recently I actually met my first mentor. So Singh Uncle actually lives in Atlanta. He keeps coming down to Bangalore every now and then because he's doing something called aura therapy.
What is aura therapy?
Aura therapy is pre-indicative science. It's beautiful. It works hand in hand with medicine. We are not putting down medicine and saying that, medicine, no allopathy, no medicine. No. We need doctors. We need treatments. Huge respect. We need them. But what aura therapy does is it tells you what you could actually go through even before you go through it. That's the beauty of aura therapy.
Explain.
So we have machines which scan your aura. Sorry?
Yeah?
Yeah. So we have machines which scan your aura. No AI, no engineering, no nothing. They are proper machines built with frequencies. Okay? So your body has frequencies. Every single organ in your body has frequencies. Okay? So when we scan, if the frequency is too much or too less and it's not within that frame, supposed to be between 520 to 540 and yours is 580 or it is 410, we know there's an imbalance. So we immediately tell you that, okay, so if the imbalance is with the throat chakra, then we know there could be a thyroid problem. Have you got a thyroid tested? Are you putting on weight of late? Or have you been losing weight of late? And you'll be surprised to see that people say, yeah, oh my God, that's happening to me. And then they go get a thyroid test and they're like, hypothyroidism. Magic, how did you get to know? It's not magic, it's science. It is science. So this is pre-indicative science. I am a learner. I'm still doing it right now. But Singh Uncle has had more than 2 decades of experience doing this. And here in Bangalore, in fact, they have a holistic aura healing center, which they opened in Jayanagar. And it is a beautiful place. People with not just diseases, in that aura scanner, you get to scan different kind of energies. For instance, there is geostress, which is under the earth, correct? And then there are articles which you're wearing, like you have bracelets on your body, and then you have a watch, and you have earrings. So when we can scan the aura of every single thing. Maybe the earring you're wearing may not be giving you a positive vibration in the aura. We say, take off the earring. And then when you scan you again, you're perfect, you're positive, you're normal. And we say, that either needs to go or needs to get cleansed. If you really need to wear it, cleanse it and wear it. So that's how. So you can check for Vastu. You can check for, different directions if there is any balance or imbalance. You can check if a person has marriage yoga. You can check if a person by themselves are positive or negative. You can check if somebody is going to get a visa. You can check if somebody is going to go and settle abroad. You can check, you name it.
Oh, wow. So this is a machine?
Yes. You can also check if somebody has an entity attack or not. That's also possible. There's something called a deep UV and a deep IR. It's ultraviolet and infrared. It's not the ultraviolet infrared which you and me see. Deep UV and deep IR are, they tell you exactly about whether there is an active spirit or a passive spirit in you. And if there is, they give even solutions immediately for that. You can see the difference in the next 5 minutes. Like you scan, give you the solution, rescan, problem solved.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is aura therapy. Where is this place again in Jayanagar?
You're asking a person who's very bad with roads and routes.
So just for audience, just in case they want to check out.
I probably will share the address with you. Yes, I do suggest that people should go and check that place out. It's beautiful.
And how expensive is this session? I mean, how long does it take?
Doesn't take much time, honestly, because you know what your issue is. See, there are some people who actually go without knowing the issue. They're like, I don't know why I can't sleep at nights. Now, this could be because of insomnia. This can be because of stress. This can be because of geo-stress at your own home, which is not letting you sleep. There was one real life example like that. This lady couldn't really sleep at all on her bed. Every night she would sleep on her bed. She would be tossing and turning and tossing and turning. And things were like so bad. And when they actually went and scanned her place, there was geo-stress right under her bed. So much of, that's the reason she couldn't sleep. They just moved the bed to another place and she slept like a baby. That's it.
So these are the triggers with which you can approach. And I'm sure, like our show name goes, it's just curious. After listening to these mystique categories, right, one would want to give in and say, so is it like how expensive is it? Can everybody try? Should they try?
I honestly, I want to be really honest here. Uncle has been asking me to go to his center and I still haven't gone. You know, I've been telling him that I will find time to come. He has been doing this in Atlanta for a very long time. And here in Bangalore, I'm hoping that I'll be able to join them and be of some service over there. So let me go check the place out and let me give you a heads up so that you can, update your audience with the information. But since I personally do aura therapy to a very close circle of people, because let's be honest, I do not want to do anything commercial because I don't think that's my calling. I'm not meant to do that. See, people always say, okay, oh my God, she's a tarot reader and she's charging money. Please respect her skill if she's charging money, because that is her main bread and butter and she's been working towards doing what she's doing. My main bread and butter is radio, right? It's not what I'm doing. So if somebody is charging you, it's like Guru Dakshina. You go to school, you go to college, you don't say that the job is to give me education, I'm not going to pay the money. Doesn't work, right? You go to a dance class, you give your teacher Guru Dakshina. You go to a music class, you give Dakshina.
Everything has a price.
Yeah, and also, more than a price, let's say it is your respect, it is your gratitude. And why do we actually give money? Is because money is something people have a very wrong notion or a very wrong understanding about. Only when you spend the money, you feel the pinch of it. I spent 500 rupees for this, I better use it.
You value it.
Yeah, you value it. If somebody gives you the same thing for free, you'll be like, okay, fine. Big deal. That person maybe got it for free, so he gave it to me for free. You don't even value that, right? You don't even appreciate getting something for free. So here, that small value of money is very important because money is it's karmic. So if I give you 1 rupee, you and me have built a bond which is going to go through not just lifetime. It's going to go through many, many lifetimes.
The transaction?
Yes. It's a transaction. Absolutely. It's a debt. I owe you. Got it? So, or you owe me if I give you the money. So that's why we always give money and then we learn something. So if you go to an astrologer or you go to a tarot reader or you go to a hospital, a holistic healer, an Ayurveda center, please don't say that, oh my God, they're charging so much of money. I mean, some people maybe they do charge a lot of money. But with due respect to their skill, we're paying them that money.
It is a transaction which should be done as in it shouldn't have a loop. So that you have done it, you finished it, you paid a price to it. Does it end there or it keeps going?
No. Whenever you give anybody money, it never ends. Please understand. That loop never ends. It's a continuous loop. Now that's another topic altogether. Probably we shouldn't touch upon it. Yeah, but coming back to aura, you should experience it once in your life. It's such an eye-opener. It is such an eye-opener that you'll be like amazed. I have the habit of healing my home. That's a ritual I do every day. I keep my hands on the wall, both my palms on the walls of my house, and I say, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sheltering us. Thank you so much for being beautiful. Thank you so much for filling this home with so much of love and happiness and vibrations and kindness. I bless this home. I do that religiously. I bless my car. I bless my phone. I have the habit of blessing every single thing I see.
That's gratitude coming out?
Yeah, it's my way of saying I'm really grateful for whatever it is. So when we tested our house, I live in an apartment. Apartment complexes are not built, according to Vastu and Geostress and all of that, because it's impossible. With the growing population, how are you going to even manage all of that? Once upon a time, olden days, when they used to actually build homes, they used to see a lot of things. They used to dig the ground and they used to see water would come out or not. Oh, if there is water, then they would know, okay, so here it can be built, there it cannot be built. A lot of things used to go into it. But nowadays it doesn't happen. You get a land, you get a plot, it gets sanctioned, build. That's
or buy an apartment wherein you don't even know when the sanctions were given, what was there before.
So when we scanned my home, everything was perfect. And it was unbelievable for an apartment space to be like that. And why? Because of the habit of those blessing the house ritual. Those energies build and it changes the aura of that place.
So how does aura therapy function for humans? Like the beginning, starting point?
Everybody has different layers around their body. These are protective layers. An aura is a protective layer. What happens? So many times you're sitting and doing something, even before somebody comes and touches you, you turn and say, hey, what's up? How do you know somebody is behind you?
or even forget a touch. If somebody is staring at you.
How do you know that?
Suddenly you go and...
How do you know that? You know why? Because it is their aura which is colliding with your aura. Even before they can actually come physically close to you, it's the aura which communicates to the aura. So you already know. You have this weird feeling at the back of your neck. Hair pricking. Somebody is there. Somebody is looking at me. You know? That's how it happens. So the aura is like, there are different colors of aura. There are 7 protective layers and stuff like that. There's only one moment in your life when there is no aura on your body. And that is when you take a shower. When you take a shower, the aura gets drained out and goes with the water into the bathtub.
Drain.
Yeah, into the drain. That moment, your aura is getting replenished. You're getting a new set of aura. You're
Every day?
Every day.
Whenever you take bath.
Yeah, whenever you take a shower. That's exactly why our grandparents used to tell us, do not go to bed without washing your feet. And we're like, what? I don't want to wash my feet and get it wet before going to sleep. We used to do that, right? The reason is because that is where, from below your feet, from the soul, the aura goes out of your body. It has to go, there has to be an outlet, a channel for it to move out. It can't go from the top. It has to go from the bottom. So even washing your feet cleanses your aura. A lot of negativity. Every single thing in a day gets trapped in this aura. So I met you. You can only hear what I'm speaking about you. You don't know what's running in my mind. But your aura knows. In my mind, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, Rashmi, you're so sweet. And in my mind, I don't like you. Your aura is taking that energy from me. I don't like you. I'm throwing that energy to you. You are engulfed in a conversation with me and you don't know. You're not really paying attention to that. Your aura is paying attention to that. So I don't like you seeps into your aura. First layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, fifth layer, sixth layer, into you, into your subconscious. Settle down in your subconscious. It's there. That's it. Like this, something you watch on television, some murder, some heartbreaking tragedy, some movie you watch, some fight scene, something repulsive. Everything has got stuck in that aura of yours. What do? After a long day, you go and hit the sack. You're tired. You just crash. And where does all that emotions go? Into you. What happens to those emotions? Some of them become your dreams. In your dream, you're suddenly seeing an elephant chasing you and then somebody puts a knife into you. And you're like, oh my God, I got a bad dream. It's a nightmare. Yeah, you watched probably some channel wherein there were elephants. And then you watched a movie where somebody put a knife into someone, or read an article where somebody put a knife into someone. So A plus B became C and came in your dream.
Became a cocktail and then got into a random dream.
Because it's all inside you. What do you have to do? You need to cleanse your aura every single night before you sleep. Just wash your feet and go to sleep.
To start with.
That's it. Simple. So the aura is missing only when you take a shower. After you take a shower, when you take the towel and you rub your body, do you realize that is that moment when you're tired? That is one moment, one fraction of a second you feel, Abba. That feeling of tiredness, and then after you rub your body, you're full vibrant and back in Josh and back in this one. You're like, what am I going to wear? Where am I going? New, fresh set of aura, set to face the world with you. So that is the starting point of aura. Auras have different colors. There are people who can see auras and they can see colors. I used to be able to see them very easily earlier. Like I could just look at somebody and say, you have a green aura. That's how good I was. But corruption has got me into different places today. I need to focus. I need to look at somebody for quite some time into their third eye, and then I'll be able to see the color around them. Zzz. Once I see it, I can see the color throughout.
You've seen me enough.
All the time.
Looks like you might have seen the color of my aura. Do you?
Right now I don't see, to be very honest. But I have all the intentions of seeing it before I leave. Just to let you know. Keeping it very, very honest. And just in case you're curious, I shall tell you the color of your aura before I leave.
Sure.
So the point is that. So everybody has auras, and some auras are very murky, very dark. And some auras are very pure, very light.
So how do I know what my aura is?
Yeah, you can actually do an exercise. Okay, with these nails, it's kind of difficult, but I will teach you how you can actually see your aura. So many times, when you go to a place like Parappanagrahara, and if you are somebody who can see auras, your heart will break because you will see people with light green aura and light orange aura, and you're like, damn, this guy is innocent. Or you'll be like, oh wow, this guy has reformed. And you can't like say that, dude, he's reformed, let him go. On what basis, ma'am? Oh, I can see auras. Yeah, right, sure, thank you very much. Let's be realistic, Use it for your own knowledge, but you don't really go around messing up with systems.
Right.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of aura. You use it for your own knowledge. If I can see your aura, I know whether I want to be a friend or I do not want to be a friend. I'm not going to invest my energies getting into a relationship with you, and then I'm like, oh my God, why did I not know that she's not going to be my good friend? That doesn't happen. If you see an aura, okay, I shall take a back seat. I'm going to be a good girl. That happens. You focus on that, and then you pull your hand apart, you will see a band of color. Whatever band of color you see is your aura. Once you start practicing, practice seeing the aura of your table. Practice seeing the aura of your dog. Practice seeing aura of your mic. Anything can be a switch, by the way. There are available switches. As in, James T. Mangan created a set of switch words called the master switch words, okay? And there are other healers who have created millions and zillions of switches. My mentor Deepa creates switches every single day. We have a segment on radio which is called Cosmic Connections, where we give switches every single day.
One word here. I mean, I'm seeing only English words like cancel, clear, delete, erase to take out the negative thoughts and stuff. So, are there any Sanskrit switch words?
So, you put your bead, your bracelet in the middle of your palm, in the middle of your receiving hand, and then you cover it with your giving hand. You are passing on energy from your own hand to the other hand. You understand? And you set an intention now. You are going to command your bracelet to do certain things for you. Vijay is somebody who can think of a temple and go, which doesn't happen to me. He says, Mahakal, and he's there. I don't know how it happens. He just thinks about a temple and says, okay, baby, I'm going to Indore tomorrow, okay? Okay, I'm going to Mahakal, okay? I'm seeing the Jyotirlinga, okay? Now he's not here again. He's gone somewhere to some other temple trip. He just has to think about it. Guwahati, he went.